So today's our topic name is Rman. So I will be going to start today Rman. So Rman. So Rman stands for recovery manager. So this Rman was got introduced in 8i version. It was got introduced in 8i version. Okay, so this Rman stands for recovery manager. Okay, so this Rman is a strong okay, it is a very strong tool for the DBA. Okay, now the thing is that as a DBA, what is our main role, what is our main responsibility? Okay, as a DBA, my main responsibility is to protect the production database. Okay, so how do you protect the production database? Okay, so my answer will be that I will be going to protect my production database with the help of Rman. Okay, so what Rman, with the help of Rman, what can I do? Okay, I can take the backups of the production database. With the help of Rman, what can I do? I can take the backup of production database. Okay, what is the use of those backups? Okay, so in any worst scenario, if any data files, control files get it deleted or get it damaged or corrupted, okay, in that case, with the help of that backup, I can perform the restore operation. With the backup, I can perform the recovery operations. Okay, for example, let's make you understand. Okay, so today's date is 21st June. Okay, so for example, it was almost 9 p.m. Okay, up to 9 p.m. everything is absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm the main DBA. I went for some break. My junior DBA, what he did randomly or by mistake, he has deleted one data file from OS level. He was about to delete one some text file, file which has been created through VA editor, some file he was supposed to delete. By mistake, he has deleted the data file. Okay, that data file will be a part of some table space. That table space I have assigned for multiple users. Under multiple users, we have multiple tables are there. That means so many tables has been loaded into that data file. By mistake, that data file has been deleted by the junior DBA. Okay, so now as a senior DBA, what is my role now? I have to get back that deleted data file. So from where I am going to get that deleted file? So with the help of backup, I can get the file. Okay, getting the deleted file from the backup. See, listen here. Okay, uh, getting back the deleted file from the backup is going to call as restore. Normally, when my database is absolutely fine, okay, I will be going to take the backups of the database with the help of Rman. Okay, when some data files got damaged or corrupted or got deleted, okay, from backup I will be going to restore the damaged files, corrupted files, deleted files. From the backup I will be going to restore. Okay, that from backup I will be going to get those files. That's called restore operation. That's what we are going to call restore operation. If for example, if someone is going to ask what is the restore operation in Rman, okay, that means deleted files or damaged files or corrupted files are we are going to get from the backup. That's called restore operation. So let's make you understand. 9 p.m. Okay, so I mean senior DBA went for break. Okay, so up to 9 p.m. I went for break. Up to 9 p.m. absolutely fine. My production database was absolutely fine. Okay, so 9:01. Okay, after 9 p.m. 1 minute. Okay, my junior DBA by mistake, okay, by deleting some text file has been deleted one data file. Okay, so I went from the break from 9:30 p.m. Okay, and I came to know by 9:30 p.m. I came to know that the file has been deleted. Okay, so I have taken backup at 5 p.m. Okay, at what time I have taken the backup? 5 p.m. Okay, at what time that the file got deleted? 9:01 p.m. Okay, when I came to know that that file has been deleted, okay, at 9:30 p.m. Okay, so what I will be going to do, from the backup I will be going to restore. Okay, the file will get it restored, okay, with the help of backup. Okay, but that restored file will be as of 5 p.m. because I have taken backup at what time? 5 p.m. So whenever I will be going to perform the restore operation, that restore file will be as of 5 p.m. Then what about the changes happened from 5 p.m. to 9:1 p.m.? From the 9 p.m. means from 5 to 9 p.m. whatever the changes happen. So how we are going to get that changes? Okay, because our latest backup is 5 p.m. I have taken. After that I have not taken any backup. Okay, but 9:1 I have lost that file. Okay, so I came to know at 9:30 p.m. Okay, so at 9:30 p.m. I will be going to perform the restore operation. After restore operation, the deleted file I will be going to get, but that file I got it. Okay, but that deleted file I got it through restore operation, but that file will be as of 5 p.m. Okay, now the file got deleted at 9:1 p.m. So I want the changes which happen under the data file from 5 p.m. to 9:1 p.m. Okay, after 9:1 p.m. no changes happen into the data file because the data file has been lost. Okay, so I have performed the restore. Okay, so the changes from backup time means after backup means from 5 p.m. to till now. Okay, I can get with the help of recovery. With the help of recovery will be happen through online redo log files. Recovery will happen through online redo log files. So hope you guys have remembered that every database will be going to have minimum 2 redo log files. Every database will be going to have 2 redo log files. For example, this is my redo log file 1 and this is the redo log file 2. And as I told you, this is my instance. Okay, what is the instance? So this is my instance. So this is my SGA. This is my SGA. Under SGA, I have a memory area called redo buffer. Okay, what I have, one memory area I have redo buffer. Okay, and here I have one background process. Here I have one background process. What is that background process name? Just a minute. Here I have one background process, log writer. What I have here, background process, LGWR, LGWR. LGWR. So whatever changes happen, whether it is a DDL or DML, whenever any user performs the DDL or DML, okay, for every DDL and DML, Oracle will generate one redo. Okay, that redos will be get it generated under redo buffer, where that redos will get it generated here under redo buffer. Okay, from redo buffer, log writer will write to the first redo log file like this. Okay, so when the first redo log file was totally filled, what happened? Log switch happened. Okay, so when log writer goes to the second redo log file, so the first redo log file status will be active. Whenever the status of redo log file will change active, log writer, not log writer, archiver, what archiver will do, whatever the data is here will remove and will create one file called archive redo log file. Okay, this is archive redo log file. So whatever data is here, it will paste it here and it will assign one number called archeolog sequence number 1. Okay, one this second, now this file become empty. Okay, now this is totally filled. Now it will go from here to here, that's called log switch. Okay, now this will become active and this will become now current. Okay, so now whenever the status will get it changed over active, from here archiver will remove the data and will create the second file. That for that file it will assign the number called sequence number 2. Now whenever you perform the recovery operation, okay, recovery operation, Rman will try to look the data. So the data file will be restored as of 5 p.m. Now what is the now system time? It was 9:30 p.m. So is there any changes happen into the data file from 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.? Yes. Okay, then what are those changes? Okay, because backup I have not taken, then where is those changes? Okay, it might be in redo log files, okay, or it might be in archive redo log files. From here it will bring that new changes which is happen after backup, which is not included in backup, okay, but it is under archive redo log files or online redo log files. Okay, it will bring the data from here and will apply to and apply those changes to the data file. Now after recovery, that data file will become as of now. As of now means absolute data, means all data you are going to get. Okay, so Rman is a very powerful tool. Rman is a very powerful tool. With the help of Rman, okay, with the help of Rman, so what I can do, majorly I can perform three actions. What are those three actions? One is restore, one is first backup. Okay, one is backup, one is what? We have to take the backups. This is a main DBS job, to take the backups. Okay, if any worst scenario, if any file got damaged or corrupted or deleted, in that time what we have to perform? Restore means getting back the deleted file from the backup. Okay, after that recovery. Okay, recovery means getting the changes after backup time to current now. Okay, getting the changes from the backup time to till now, whatever the changes happened, those changes we are going to get through redo log files, through online redo log files or archive redo log files. Okay, that will be taken care by the Rman. Just you have to give the command recovery. Okay, so Rman, okay, see, Rman can perform backup as well as restore as well as recovery. Apart from that, okay, Rman is not only restricted for backup and restore and recovery. Rman can do more. Okay, Rman is a apart from this backup, restore, recovery, Rman can do so many things, lot more things. Okay, so in initial level, let's understand backup, restore and recovery. Okay, so as I told you, when in which version Rman got introduced? In 8i. Rman got introduced in the version 8i. Okay, in the version 8i. Okay, before 8i, so how DBS used to take the backups of the database? With the help of CP command. CP is a Linux command. Okay, it is a Linux command. Okay, for example, where do I have my data files? Let's show you. Okay, let's log into my Linux machine. So what is database? Set of physical files. What are the physical files? That is data files and control files and redo log files. So these physical files will be stored at the disk level. Okay, so before 8i, what DBS used to take the backups? Through CP command. So how? Let me show you. Before 8i, okay, now from 8i onwards, okay, we are not going to take the backup through CP. Okay, Oracle organization has introduced one dedicated tool, Rman, for the backups. Okay, for example, where did I have created my databases? So overall, how many databases I have? So how to check? cat/etc/ora tab. Overall database, I have 2 databases. Okay, so where did I have created? So I have created them here. Just a minute, by mistake the terminal got closed. See, this prod and test is my databases. Let's go inside the prod, and these are my data files. Okay, for example, I want to take the backup of this sysops table space. or for example users data file backup I want to take. Earlier before 8A, how we used to take like this, okay, mkdir backup, okay, mkdir backup. So I have created a directory cp-rvf, okay. So I want to create the this file backup into like this u01 slash home under prod directory. I have a directory called backup. I want to take the backup inside that directory. See here, now backup has been completed. Okay, I have taken the backup. Okay, where I have taken inside this folder. Now let's go and check into that folder, backup folder. Here, data file backup I have taken. Okay, this is the way. Okay, DBS used to take the backups in 8i. Okay, here we have a lot of drawbacks are there. Okay, now what is the drawback? Let's see here. So what is the size of this data file? So size is 5 MB. Okay, 5 MB. The data file size is 5 MB. Okay, you might have data only 1 MB. Data file size is 5 MB. You might have data of 1 MB. Rest 4 MB data is free space. Rest 4 MB is a free space. Used space is within 5 MB. The used space is 1 MB only. Okay. When you are going to take the backup, now see here under backup. Okay, let's check the size. It will be same. Means it will be like backup size will be the same size. Okay, that means cp command will take the backup of empty space also, free blocks also cp command will consider it in backup. Okay, that is a very big drawback. Okay, it used to consume lot of space. For example, if the data file size is 5 MB, okay, and it has only 1 MB used space, the rest 4 MB free space, then why cp command is taking the backup of those 4 MB free space of 4 MB? That will be the waste of storage. That is a very big drawback. Okay, that's the reason from 8A Rman introduced a tool called Rman, okay, which stands for recovery manager, which is a very powerful tool for the DBS, which will, with the help of this Rman tool, DBS is going to take the backup of the production database, and in worst scenarios, if any file get it deleted or got damaged or got corrupted, then we can perform the restore operations. Okay, apart from restore, we can also perform the recovery operations. Okay. Okay, so apart from this, okay, Rman is a versatile utility. Okay, versatile means Rman was not only restricted for backups or as well as restore for recovery. Rman is a versatile utility, means apart from this, Rman can do more. What is that more? Okay, so apart from this, Rman can do more. Okay, what is that? Okay, Rman can take the backup of incremental backups. Rman can also support incremental backups. Rman also supports incremental backups. Okay, so apart from that, Rman can also perform cloning. Rman can also perform cloning. Okay, cloning means creating the duplicate copy of the production database. For example, your production database name is prod. Okay, so it is a production database. Okay, so a lot of end users are accessing to your production database. Okay, and you want to perform some testing into the production database, or new features you want to implement into the production database. Okay, with the help of that new features, okay, you are not sure that new features will increase your performance or might decrease your database performance. You are not sure about it, but you have created some new enhancements and some new features. Okay, then for testing purpose, what we are going to do, we are going to create the duplicate copy of the production database. Duplicate copy of the production database. Creating the duplicate copy of the production database is called cloning. Means this cloning we can also perform with the help of Rman. Okay, apart from that, we can create the standby database. Okay, what is exactly this standby database? The companies who wants to overcome with the natural disasters. Okay, suppose Take the Reliance Industries. Okay, they have the business over the globe. Means in every country they have their branches. They are running their business in so many countries. Basically, they belongs from the India. Okay, they originated from Mumbai location. They used to operate their business in the entire globe from a Mumbai location. Okay, and their entire production database was located in Mumbai. Okay, for example, due to natural disasters, if the entire Mumbai city get collapsed, okay, that means their production database also got collapsed. Okay, even though they don't want to stop the business in the other cities of India and the other countries, and in other regions. Okay, because they will think that only single city got damaged. Why should we stop our business in other regions, in other cities? Okay, where everything is absolutely fine. Okay, okay, for those the companies who wants to overcome with the natural disasters. Okay, natural disasters means tsunami, earthquake, okay, fire accidents. These are called natural disasters. No one can stop the natural disasters. Okay, okay, for example, you might have taken the backups, but the backups is also in the same building or in same server. The entire server collapsed, the entire building collapsed. Okay, in that case, no use of the backups also. Okay, in that scenarios, okay, for those companies who wants to overcome with the natural disasters. Okay, for them Oracle introduced one feature called standby database feature. This standby will be also going to create with the help of Rman. Okay, apart from that, block corruption, block recovery. Okay, DB block recovery, DB block recovery. Okay, sometimes what happen, okay, due to some logical corruption, some DB blocks. Okay, so whenever we create a table, as I told you, extend will be get it created. Extend will be full of DB blocks. Okay, whenever we insert a row into a table, that row will go into the extend, under extend into the DB block. For example, if the DB block got corrupted, okay, that means that row will get damaged. Okay, for example, some very few scenarios, very rare cases, sometimes what happen, okay, DB blocks get damaged. Okay, sometimes, okay, if without shutting down the database, if you direct close the machine, if you direct switch off your machine, okay, in these type of scenarios, okay, sometimes, okay, not every time, very rare cases, your DB blocks will get corrupted. In that case, how can you recover the corrupted DB blocks? Okay, with the help of Rman. That means Rman is versatile utility. See here, apart from backup, restore, recovery, it can perform the incremental backups. It can perform the cloning. It can create the standby database. It can recover, okay, corrupted DB blocks. So many things. Okay, and the most important and the powerful feature of Rman. Okay, Rman never take the backup of empty blocks. Rman never and ever. Rman never takes backup of empty blocks, empty DB blocks. Okay, empty blocks. Okay, for example, see here, I have a data file with 5 MB. Okay, I have a data file with 5 MB. See here, these are my production database data file. Okay, so this is my users data file. What is the size of this data file? So it was 5 MB. Okay, the total size of this data file is 5 MB, but 4 MB space is free space, and only consumed space is 1 MB. Okay, that means 1 MB data was inserted and the rest 4 MB is free space into that data file. Okay, when I will be going to take the backup with the help of Rman, okay, the only 1 MB data will be going to be backup. Means only 1 MB space will get it consumed for the backup purpose. Okay, for backup purpose from your disk level, from your disk level. So you will be taking under the backup under U01. Okay, so only 1 MB space will get utilized. Okay, you are taking the backup of a data file which is the 5 MB size. Okay, but the data into that data file, only 1 MB data is exists. When you are going to take the backup through Rman, it takes the backup of only that used space. Means only 1 MB of 1 MB of space from that data file will be taken the backup. Okay, Rman never take the backup of free space. Okay, so Rman also support, as I told you, incremental backup. Incremental backup means, for example, under users data file, yesterday I have taken the backup. Okay, yesterday again today I want to take the backup. Okay, under users data file, okay, there is some emp table is there. Okay, that emp table size is 1 MB. Okay, that users data file size is total 5 MB. Okay, 1 MB is used space and 4 MB is the free space. That 1 MB space was used by emp table. Okay, so no changes happen under emp table today. Yesterday I have taken backup at 5 p.m. Okay, today again 5 p.m. I want to take the backup of users data file, but no one has make any changes. Okay, okay, in case if you take the incremental backup, okay, it doesn't take incremental backup means okay, if any blocks has been changed, then only that change blocks it will take the backup. Okay, otherwise it doesn't take the backup. Okay, for example, 14 rows are there into emp table. Yesterday backup also 14 rows is there, it got included. Today also 14 rows, no rows has been changed, the same yesterday's 14 rows is there still. Now no one has make any ddl or dml into that table, and you are taking the incremental backup. Okay, it will simply give the message that backup completed, but in backend it doesn't take the backup. That's called incremental backup. Means if any changes happen into the data file, then only it will take the backup of only the changed block. Okay, that's called incremental backup. Okay, if you take normal backup, okay, whatever the used space it will take it again. Okay, if you give incremental backup, okay, it will check previously when did this file has got backed up. Okay, after that any changes happen into this data file, yes, then what are those changes? Let's take the backup of those changes. Okay, if no changes happen from the last previous backup to till now, okay, and you are filing the incremental backup, then it doesn't take any backups. Okay, see, Rman can perform all so many things. Okay, and Rman is only dedicated tool for control files and data. Rman can take backup of only binary files. Rman can take backup of only binary files. Binary files, okay, binary files means, okay, that is data files. Okay, that is crd files. Under crd files means control file, redo log file, data file. Redo log file backup we can't able to take. Okay, we can able to take the backup of only data files. Rman is built-in utility to take the backup of data files and control files and sp file plus archive redo log files plus archive redo log files. With the help of Rman, I can take the backup of only data files, control files, and sp files and archive redo log files. Apart from these 4 files, I can't take the backup of any other files. For example, okay, for example, password file. It is a text file. Okay, I can't take the backup. I can't take the backup. For example, under Oracle Home, we have so many binaries is there. Okay, we can't take, with the help of Rman, I can't take the backup of binaries. Okay, Rman is a built-in utility of the Oracle software. Okay, Rman can able to take the backup of only control file, data file, and sp file and archive redo log file. Okay, apart from these 4 files, we can't take the other file backups through Rman. Okay. Okay, and another thing, the most important thing is here, Rman is a intelligent utility. Rman is a very intelligent utility. Rman is a very intelligent utility. So how did Rman became the intelligent? Okay, for that answer is that Rman always maintain its own repository. Rman always maintains its own repository. Rman always maintain its own repository. Rman maintain its own repository. what does repository? Okay, repository under control file, repository under control file. Okay, with the help of repository, Rman will be going to call as an intelligent tool. Okay, okay, Rman, through that only it got possible that Rman is an intelligent tool. Rman is an, with the help of repository, Rman become intelligent tool. With the help of repository, Rman became intelligent and utility. Okay, now what is repository? How does it maintain the repository under control file? Let me explain you. For example, today 5 p.m. I have given the backup data file. Okay, backup data files. Okay, all the data files will get backed up. Okay, all the data files will be get backed up. Okay, after successful backup, okay, Rman tool go and writes into the control files. Goes and writes into a control file that, okay, so and so time I have taken the backup, so and so time I have taken the backup of so and so files. Okay, and that backup has been protected under so and so location with so and so name. That's called repository, where it will record all this information under control file. Under control file, it will Rman, after every backup it will go and writes into the control file that so and so file backup I have taken. Okay, that backup has been protected into so and so location with so and so name. Okay, that's called repository under control file. Okay, Rman maintain its own repository under control file. Okay, now for example, you have lost some file. Okay, you are going to give just restore users data file. Okay, okay, when did the previous backup happen? Okay, where did the backup has been stored, with what name the backup has been stored? It will go Rman, it doesn't ask to you. Rman never asks to DBS. Okay, it just goes and checks in. Just give me a minute, I am getting a call. Okay, just 1 minute. So I was telling that Rman maintain its own repository. Okay, so repository का माना हम कौन सी फाइल का बैकअप लिए. ओके, वो बैकअप कौन से लोकेशन में स्टोर कर, कौन से लोकेशन में आरमेन स्टोर करा और क्या नाम से स्टोर करा, ये इंफॉर्मेशन हर बैकअप के बाद कंट्रोल फाइल के अंदर आरमेन खुद जाके लिख लेता. ओके, so that's the reason, with the help of that information, Rman became more intelligent utility. For example, okay, let's understand. For example, a previous DBA has taken the backup. Okay, now he's in night shift. He has been taken the backup of all data files. Okay, now he has logged out and he has went into the sleep. Okay, he's not available even over the call. Also, he is not available. For example, some data file got damaged. Okay, think that Rman is not maintaining its repository. Okay, just for a few minutes. Okay, okay, in that case, if you want to, you have the backup, you want to restore, but you don't know that where is the backup exist, where did the previous shift DBA kept the backup. In that case, okay, you have to wait for that person. Okay, that's the reason what Rman is doing. Rman don't want DBA to be depend on some other person. That's the reason Rman maintain its own repository. You just ask to Rman, so previously when did the backup has been taken, whether you have taken for Rman, I can ask whether Mr. Rman, have you taken the backup of users data file? Rman will say that yes, overall till now I have taken the users data file backups for 10 times. Okay, these are the time intervals when I have taken the backups. Okay, and where did I have kept the backups and what name I have given for the backups. All this information will give to you by Rman. Okay, just you just go by very simple command. Okay, and the another beauty of Rman. Okay, another beauty of Rman. Okay, Rman maintain its own. Rman has its own language. Rman has its own language. Okay, as well as Rman has its own command. Okay, when it comes to the Rman, you have to start from the scratch. Okay, from initial up अब जब आरमैन को आओगे ना, आपको भी लेवल 0 से स्टार्ट करना पड़ता है। कहीं को आरमैन हैज इट्स ओन प्रॉम्प्ट, आरमैन को उसका खुद का प्रॉम्प्ट है, आरमैन को उसकी खुद की लैंग्वेज है, ओके, आरमैन को उसके खुद के कमांड्स है, ओके। सो जब आरमैन को आएंगे, यू हैव टू एक चाइल्ड के जैसा आपको स्टार्टिंग से स्टार्ट करना है, ओके। So there are two ways to connect Rman prompt. There are totally two ways to connect to the Rman prompt. One is no catalog. One is no catalog. One is no catalog. There are overall two ways to connect Rman. Okay, so I have mentioned here. One is through catalog and another is no catalog. By default it is no catalog. By default it is no catalog. By default it is no catalog. Okay, for no catalog, zero configuration is required. Let me show you. Okay, so for example, I want to take the backup of production database, that is prod database. Let me export oracle underscore sid is equals to prod sql plus / as sysdba startup. Startup. Okay, so whenever I will be going to fire the startup command, what will be get it started? Instance will be get it started. What instance will be get it started? So the instance will be get it started through different phases. Okay, instance has to go through the different phases. That is, first stage is no mount stage, and the second stage is mount stage, and the third stage is open stage, like this. Whenever I will be going to fire the startup command, our instance will be going to start like this, step by step. So here we are going to call it as a no mount stage here. Okay, very first stage will be no mount stage. Okay, and this is mount stage, and then it will be going to be open. For no mount stage, parameter file is required. Parameter file. For mount stage, control files is required. For open stage, table spaces as well as redo log files is required. Okay, so our instance will go through these different phases. Okay, now I want to connect to the Rman prompt. As I told you, we can connect to the Rman prompt using two ways. So default method is no catalog. No catalog means Rman target / no catalog. This is a very simple command here, Rman target / no catalog. If you want to connect to the Rman through no catalog, it requires zero configuration. Directly you can go and use. See here, Rman target / no catalog. Now see here, Rman has identified that connected to target database. What is the target database? That is prod database. Okay, and this is the prod database DBID. For example, did I have taken backup? I want to check. Very simple command, list backup. List backup. So list backup is a command which will show you whether previously you have taken backups or not. No backups. For example, now I want to take the backup. Now I want to take the backup of a single data file. Suppose for the users data file. Okay, otherwise users table space. Backup table space users. That's all. Backup table space users. It will be going to take the users data file backup. Okay, and before that I will be getting the error here, no archive log mode. What I am getting the error here, no archive log mode. Okay, so to take the Rman backups, your database should run with archive log mode. Okay, where archive log mode means, okay, the data of online redo log files will get archived by the archiver background process. Okay, otherwise your data will get overwritten. Okay, default is no archive log mode, but it was highly recommended to run the production database in archive log mode. If your database is running in archive log mode, then only recovery is possible. Okay, then only Rman will allow you to take the backups. Okay, now my database is running with no archive log mode. Now let's see here how to check whether my database is running with archive log mode or no archive log mode. So from SQL prompt, you have to give very simple command, that is archive log list. Now see here, it will be showing you here disable. So if it's disable, you have to make it enable in real time in every production environment. Okay, so this archive log mode will be enabled. Okay, so how to enable, how to check, I have shown you how to enable. Okay, for that first you have to shut down the database. So how to shut down? This is a command. Shut down immediate means our instance will get it shut down, so that if our instance get it shut down, no one can access my instance. Okay, if no one access the instance, then can't access the database. Can't access database means can't access CRD files. Now what I have to do, I have to start the instance in mount stage. Okay, only from the mount stage we can enable the archive log. Okay, now we can disable the archive log mode. So how to start the instance in mount stage? This is the command. Okay, now check here, archive log list, it was disabled. Now I want to enable the archive log list. Okay, alter database archive log command is alter database archive log semicolon enter. Okay, then again shut down the instance. Okay, because my instance is in mount stage. Okay, shut down immediate, then normal startup. And it was highly recommended that whenever you enable the archive log mode, you have to do the lock switch for once or twice. It was highly recommended. Okay, it was a best practice. So here, alter system switch log file. What is this command alter system switch log file means? For example, log writer was writing to the redo log file 1. Okay, and redo log file 1 is still there is lot of space is there. Okay, log switch alter system log switch means we will be forcefully, okay, we will be forcefully saying to the Rman that go and write to the next file, let's leave this file. That means it's called log switch, but it will be explicit log switch. Implicit log switch means when one will get full, it goes to the 2. That's called implicit log switch. This is called explicit log switch. Okay, okay, now connect to the Rman prompt. Now let's take the backup. Okay, backup table space users. See, a very simple command, backup table space. Which table space? Mention the table space name. That's in a very simple command. See here, starting the backup on 21st June 2022. Okay, so users table space, for users table space we have users data file. So where is this data file? Exists under this location, means this data file backup has been taken into this location. Into this location means under Oracle home, under DBS directory, it has created one file. Under that file it has been taken the backup of this file. Okay, now for example here, list backup. So till now, how many backups you have taken? What backups you have taken? For which files you have taken? Where did those files has been protected? Every information, detailed information it will give. See here, till now I have taken only one time backup. Okay, BS key is only one. If you have taken 5 backups, 5 BSQs will be there. Okay. Now see here, you that means BS key is only one, means only one backup till now I have taken. Okay, so that one backup I have taken for users data file that you, okay, this is the original location, okay, and I have taken the backup of this file under this location, okay, with this name I have taken the backup. This backup, where how many time it has been how much time it has been taken for this backup, elapsed time is 2 seconds, less than 2 seconds, okay, and the size of that backup is 1.4 MB. See here, earlier I have shown you the size of this data file, okay, how much the size of this data file, 5 MB, but the backup size is only 1.48 MB, means around 2 MB. Because rest 3 MB backup it has been not taken, because that might be a free space under that data file. Got it? That is the beauty of Rman. Okay, this is called repository. From where did this information has been retrieved? When I have given list backup, this information will be going to retrieve from where? From the control file. Who has written into the control file? Rman only. When Rman has been written, when you have taken the backup, when you are going to retrieve, Rman will retrieve for you from where? Under control file. That's the reason we are going to call Rman maintain its own repository under control file. Okay. Now, for example, I want to take the backup of all data files. I want to take backup of all data files. Backup database. Okay. See, as a DBA, for me, database means data file, control file, redo file. But for Rman, for Rman tool, database means only data files. Okay. Backup database means it thinks that database means for me it is data files, so it takes the backup of all data files. See here, it has included all the data files except temporary table space. It takes the backup of all the data files. Rman never takes the backup of temporary table space. Okay, see here, system sysocs undo 1, undo 2, tz table space, big file table space, and users data file. Overall, how many table spaces I have? 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, and this temp table space, 6, 7 table spaces here it included. Apart from these 7 temporary table spaces also I have. Okay, but temporary table spaces backup Rman never takes, because under temporary table space temporary data will be there. The temporary data will be no use. That is for just sorting, and sorting data will be there. That is no use. That is totally private data. So Rman never takes the backup of that. So when as a senior DBA or junior DBA, when you are going to attend the interview, okay, most of the questions you are going to get from the Rman only. Okay, so till yesterday, whatever we have discussed, for example, okay, table space management, okay, user management, networking management, these three concept is only for your basic purpose. Okay, just for your information purpose. These three topics you never going to get the interview questions. Okay, so most of the interview questions you are going to get from the Rman, patching, okay, patching and data guard. Okay, so this is the first topic, interview perspective. This is the very first topic. Okay, so mostly you are going to get one question from the SQL. Okay, from SQL on indexes. Okay, and the rest all questions, okay, only from the rest questions you are going to get from Rman. Whatever the rest topics we have discussed, that is just for your knowledge purpose. That is not that is not interview oriented topics. Okay. So we'll end up the session in some time. Okay, so hardly in next 10 minutes. So why taking this much of time means it has to go and check all these data files here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 data files. It has to be checked. Okay, under 7 data files, what is the sizes of those 7 data files? Okay, what is the used space? What is the free space? Okay, for free space, it has to left, and it has to calculate only used space, and it has to take the backup of all the used space of all the data files. It has to create one new file, and that backup has to be protected into that, and that information it has to go and write into the control file. Then it will give you the message that backup has been completed. Okay, because it's some lengthy process, so it takes the time. In real time, in my environment, if I fire the same command, backup database, okay, you won't believe, it will run for 7 hours. 7 hours it will run. Okay, because our database size is 12 TB, means 12 terabytes. Okay, so we have another production database where we having the production database with 24 terabytes. Okay, the backup will take for 10 hours. If I will be going to file now, okay, next 10 hours the backup will be going to run. So here we don't have the huge data, so it will get it complete within 5 to 6 minutes. So like this, under Oracle Home / DBS, it will create some new file with some random name. Okay, under that file, it will store the backup of all the information of all these data files. So overall elapsed time is 4 minutes 5 seconds. So this is the location. This is the location. This is the location, and this is a backup piece name. So overall 2 backup pieces has been included, has created. Okay, so under this backup piece, all the data files backup will be there. Under this backup file, okay, what we have, SP file and control file backup will be here. Okay, so see here we have all these commands. So if you go into this Rman 1, so if you want to take the SP file backup, very simple command, backup SP. Simple commands, very simple commands. Okay, easily you can able to remember. Backup SP file. If you want to take the backup of control file, backup current control file, the command will be backup current control file. If you want to take the backup for archive redo log files, okay, then what is the command? Okay, backup archive log all, that is the command, backup archive log all. So in advanced Rman session, Rman I will be going to take for next 4 to 5 days. Okay, next 4 to 5 days. Okay, so in advanced Rman I will be going to show you. Wantedly I will delete the data files and I will restore it, as well as I will recover it from the backups. Okay, so as of now for today it's enough. Okay.